I'm Sarah, I'm from Tafwa, and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Freddy, I'm from Gamiatong. I listen to Mario on the traffic jam every afternoon.
Hi, my name is Salah, I live in Asinu. Today FM rocks.
My name is Denasa and I'm from Lutoka and I love listening to Today FM.
My name is Mulamila, I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Today FM, it rocks in Raki Raki.
I'm Mary from Mandera. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
We love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Good evening, I'm Amrita Priyadarshini and this is FBC News. Tonight, churches break the silence against violence against women and children. Attacks against police officers will not be condoned, warns Police Commissioner. And family of brutally attacked Jean-Pierre Gerber seek answers. Members of the Fiji Council of Churches marked Break the Silence Sunday today as part of the 16 days of activism against violence against women and children. It also coincides with the Universal Children's Day. Savar Tambua has more.
Members of the Fiji Conference of Churches offered inspirational entry points to advocate, promote and celebrate children's rights today. At the Dudley Methodist Church as well as the Holy Trinity Anglican Cathedral in Suva, messages delivered this morning were linked around the theme Stop Violence Against Children. According to Reverend Serima Lomaloma of the Holy Trinity Anglican Cathedral, religious elders can play an important part in making Universal Children's Day relevant for their societies, communities and country.
The church is making a stand because many a times the church has been accused, as a gatekeeper and not speaking out against violence, not saying to the perpetrators of violence, who are people sitting in the church and in the community, this is wrong, this is ungodly. We don't hear that message coming across from the pulpit.
And for the many children attending today's service, the significance of today did not go unnoticed.
I'm lucky to be one of the people who are not abused.
Very thankful that children have such a day where they can be free, whereas in some world countries they aren't free.
We talked about violence about children and it's good.
November 20th is an important date as it is the date in 1959 when the UN General Assembly adopted the Declaration of the Rights of the Child. It is also the date in 1989 when the UN General Assembly adopted the Convention on the Rights of the Child. Sabira Tambua, FBC News.
Attacks against police officers will not be condoned. This is the stern message from Police Commissioner Brigadier General Sitiveni Gilaho following recent attacks on police officers while on duty. Recently, a police officer was injured as he was attempting to stop a robbery at a shop in Vale Levu, while a senior police officer was punched in the Western Division while trying to stop some youths from harassing people.
These are the type of things that happen to my officers all the time, but we don't go running around complaining about this. We take that as part of our job. We expect that when we are going out to do our job. But like I said, the safety and well-being of my officers is of paramount importance to me. And I will always look at ways and what's available to deal with the situation in a professional manner that we don't abuse our powers.
Meanwhile, a man believed to be in his late 20s will be produced at the Nasinu Magistrates Court tomorrow, charged with 1 count of aggravated robbery and 1 count of act with intent to cause grievous harm. It is alleged the suspect struck a police officer in the head with a cane knife when he was confronted at a shop in Vale Levu. Damaged roads and bridges caused by the gross overloading of vehicles is costing the Fiji Roads Authority between $150 to $180 million a year. Permanent Secretary for Infrastructure Paul Bailey made the revelation while responding to questions of the stiff fines being dished out by the LTA to companies and drivers for overloading. Roland Corroy reports.
Since June this year, drivers and companies have been fined $1,000 for every ton above the legal weight. Suggestions that this may be a bit too high, especially for smaller operators, have been shot down.
Gross overloading of vehicles in Fiji is costing FRA in the region of 150 to 180 million a year. So this is a very, very significant issue. And so what by the fining and the $1,000 per tonne overloaded needs to be seen in context of that.
More than anything, the fines are to act as a deterrent.
So you've got to have a penalty that actually tells people, warns them not to do this again, because otherwise it's going to hurt your pocket.
Meanwhile, Fiji Roads Authority Chief Executive John Hutchinson says he believes the fines are not enough.
Of course, the people who are getting fined will complain that it's too much, but they're the same ones that are causing millions and millions of dollars worth of damage to our roads.
The ultimate aim of the LTA, the Road Haulage Association, and the Fiji Roads Authority, who have all signed an MOU, is to provide the public with better roads.
If every truck in Fiji was to be overloaded by 10% or say a tonne, that would reduce the life of a road by 7 years. And we build our roads for life of between 20 and 25 years.
300 tins were issued between August and October, with fines amounting to $1,259,500. 5 companies have been warned not to reoffend. Roland Corroy, FBC News.
42 students of Montfort Technical Institute in Savu graduated in style before hundreds of family and friends yesterday. They now leave the school equipped with the skill set needed to secure employment. Eleanor Turangaivu reports.
After 2 years of practical and theory work, these young gentlemen are excited as they are now ready to venture out into the job market armed with new skills.
You are now part of a family of skilled workforce. You will be required to contribute to nation building. You will be required to contribute to the development of the respective sectors that you will join. In addition to that, you will be required to support your family.
20-year-old graduate Kalisi Towasu Nandi scooped the award for being the best Year 2 student in the automotive mechanical trade. He also took out the School Ducks Award.
I failed Form 5 and left school after 2 years. I joined Montfort. My plan is to gain experience before I further my skills by attaining Class 2 in automotive engineering and then eventually a diploma.
Proud parents Mosese and Willimaina couldn't be more happier for their son, whom they described as quiet and reserved.
What encouraged him to go to Montfort is the challenges we faced at home. We're not well off. We told him to go back to school, but he insisted on coming here so he can get a job and help the family.
19 students graduated with Level 2 certificates in automotive engineering, 17 with building and carpentry, and 6 as cabinet makers. Eleanor Turangaivu, FBC News.
A mother and a daughter in Nandi are calling on police to step up investigations into an alleged armed robbery that has landed the head of their family in hospital. Jean-Pierre Gerber was stabbed several times in his face and neck on the night of November 6th on his boat at Fantasy Island. The 63-year-old has been in hospital ever since, and his family are running out of patience. Roland Corroy reports.
2 weeks after Jean-Pierre Gerber was brutally attacked and left for dead on his yacht, and his family are still in the dark.
It's been 2 weeks now. We haven't heard about any suspects. We haven't even gotten updated on the case. So, yeah, in terms of that, I think the police really need to step it up.
Jean-Pierre Gerber is described by his family as a peaceful, life-loving individual. So for anyone to hurt Jean-Pierre came as a total surprise to both him and his family. The perpetrator is said to be a broad-built man who was bent on hurting Gerber. We were able to get a picture of Gerber following the attack. What you're about to see may be disturbing for some viewers. While stabbing Gerber, the attacker is alleged to have said repeatedly that he was going to kill him before robbing him of some cash, a mobile phone and a laptop. The quick turn of events have left his family fearing for their lives.
We're actually considering to move out of Fiji.
I have repeatedly called the police and asked, because my husband told me that the man who assaulted him, he said he knows that he is in Lotoka Hospital. If the police could come and give him police protection for him.
Responding to questions from FBC News, police spokesperson Ana Naisoro says investigators are following some leads and their focus continues to be on arresting whoever is responsible for the cowardly attack. She said Mr. Gerber's family can be assured that their officers are putting in all efforts in investigating the matter. Roland Koroi, FBC News.
Coming up on FBC News, Rock Market focuses on children with congenital heart defects. And we meet our successful Fijian for this week. Stay with us.
Mrs. Manindrabu from Batam. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
I'm Sela Sadakau from Vatukola. I only listen to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Golaganaka, I'm Vale and I'm working at Golden Point Resort and I love listening to Gold FM because it plays a really wide range of classic hit music.
I'm Saini Sakio from Kashmir Lotoka. I like Gold FM, but only the classic hits.
Gold FM.
Welcome back to FBC News. A woman in her 30s in the Northern Division has been charged for allegedly setting fire to the Senganga post office. The accused has been charged with 1 count of theft, 1 count of money laundering and 1 count of arson. It is alleged that the former Post Fiji employee had stolen more than $40,000 and had been sending the money overseas, not realizing she was getting caught in an online scam. When she failed to get the money back, she allegedly set fire to the post office to cover her tracks. The woman is currently in custody and will be produced at the Lambasa Magistrates Court tomorrow. The ever-growing Rock Market has dedicated this month to children with congenital heart disease. Non-government organization Children's House Foundation today set up a stall at the market to sell tickets for the movie Trolls in an effort to raise funds for children who need surgery overseas. Pranita Prakash has more.
According to the foundation, it is estimated that each year in Fiji, at least 150 children are born with a congenital heart defect. Sadly, according to a volunteer with the foundation, many of these children die young.
For children who aren't, if their condition is not detected early and they don't get the treatment they need, then the consequences are usually, will be often fatal. So those children won't, a lot of the children who are born with congenital heart defects, if they're not diagnosed and treated, they won't live often past their second birthday.
The foundation funds the evacuation and overseas treatment of children under the age of 15. The average cost of surgery is $30,000. In an effort to raise funds to assist more children, the foundation has organized a fundraiser event.
Somebody sponsored our stall and we're here selling tickets for the a movie premiere that we're having to raise funds, with all the proceeds going towards the cost of evacuations. And so for us it's a fantastic opportunity just to sell some tickets, get some information out about the Children's Heart Foundation.
Rock Market Coordinator Elena Kalonisinga says they are using the Rock Market as a platform to assist those in need.
The Rock Market has recently opened a community-based stall, and what we're encouraging is community organisations, and specifically targeted at children and anybody really that's needing help. We encourage people to come down and speak to us if you'd like to book one of the stalls.
The foundation has assisted more than 79 children who needed surgery. 2 children will be flying out next month, while 2 below the age of 5 will be returning to Fiji after their successful surgeries. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Damodar City and Damodar cinemas without a doubt have become a huge attraction for many in Fiji. Young and old and people from all walks of life meet here to either catch up, shop or to watch a movie. Ever wondered how it all began and who is responsible? For our successful Fijian segment tonight, we talked to Div Damodar, who from a young age was involved in the running of the family business. Today, he is the group CEO. Anna Ravulo has the story.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
It all began in Mark Street in Suva in a small retail shop before it exploded to what Village 6, Village 4 and Damodar City are today. Div Damodar says since he was a little boy, he was always fascinated by what his parents did and how hard they worked to have the life they have today.
Dad and Mom bought Regal, and then they bought Century, and their first multiplex they built was Ravanga 20. And this is how they got into the cinema industry. And over the years, with their close relation with the Kirby family, Lawrence Roadshow, as we know today, they were into productions and they were into buying films. Then expanded into Bollywood and also into the Asian films markets, where I remember those days of Kung Fu Kids and Police Story and all the Jackie Chan, Jet Li movies.
He says that even though he felt like he had to continue the family business, he also had dreams of his own.
People ask him when he was small, so what would you like to do? You know, that little question comes in. Sometimes I have to be a lawyer. I don't think I'll last long, but yeah, look, I guess it was a matter of time.
Damodar mentioned that what they have today did not come easy, as it took a lot of hard work, not only from his family but also from his employees. The Damodar Group, which employs over 200 staff, plans to expand their business not only in the Central Division but also to the north.
The massive one that we're doing is Ravanga, which is just down the road from here. That we are looking to do a hotel and retail development itself. We'll be launching the whole project next year, hopefully by February end. It's what you see at the most city is 3 acres, that is 21.
So what would the secret be to becoming as successful as Steve Damodar?
My father. I guess he would be. He would be my best teacher ever. I guess everything what I can do today is because of him.
The Damodar Group has survived some hard times, staying strong and resilient through the last 50 years, and the CEO has even bigger plans for the future of a company which he says belongs to the people of Fiji. Anna Ravulo, FBC News.
Successful Fijians was brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
And now the retains Pacific Cup title. Stay with us for this and more.
My name is Siobhan. I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Milty FM क्योंकि Milty FM is #1 in music. Milty FM is hot.
I am सुरेश चंद वैतुरी नसूरी से बोलता हूँ। जैसे आँख खुलती है मिर्ची FM मुझे मस्त कर देती है।
Hi, I'm Viren from Zambula. Milty FM is hot.
My name is Rizwan Khan.
Hi, and my name is Mohammed Sufyan.
Bato Bahe,
and Milty FM is hot.
My name is Vishal Maharaj. I'm working for Washington Council as a market master. I love listening to Milty FM. It's hot.
Welcome to FBC Sports. The Vodafone Flying Fijian side was hammered 58-15 by England in Twickenham today. The home side outscored the Fijians 9-3. Rohit Deo with the story. 6 players from the gold medal Olympic team have been retained in the Vodafone Fiji Sevens team for the first leg of the World Sevens Series. Captain Osea Kolonisau with co-captain Samisoni Viriviri and Chasa Verimalua will return to represent the national side. Masivesi Dakuanga, Kitione Talinga and Jerry Tuai are the other players from the Rio Olympics. Setereki Vituniata and Kalione Nasoko have also been named in the 14-member squad and may make their debut for Fiji. The Fijiana side has also been named, which will be captained by Ana Maria Rongida. Other experienced players in the squad include Rusila Nangasau, Priscilla Siata, Lavinia Timai and Raicheli Davuea. The Dubai Sevens will be held from the 2nd of December and you can watch the tournament live on FBC TV. The Nandi football side has successfully defended its Pacific Cup title, defeating NZFFI All-Stars 1-0 in the final today. Nandi's lone goal was scored by Matiasi Toma from the penalty spot after NZFFI defender Shoaib Khan handled the ball in the box. Nandi received $10,000 for the win, and here's the lone goal from the match.
For the Nandi side, cuts it back infield, still Matiasi Toma drives it across field. Look at Rawan Damu, then inside Anish Kam and Andrew Naikar, then in Anish Kam was linked for it again. Still they look, and it's a penalty, a handball. A handball by Sohab as Matiasi Toma comes in, places it, and Matiasi Toma in the 15th minute of play has opened the account for the Nandi.
Well, earlier in the semi-finals today, Nandi defeated USA All-Stars 2-1, while NZFFI came from a goal down to beat Suva 3-1 in extra time. Here are the highlights from the second semi-final.
Madwan floats it long, high one, and Peter Rambo gets infringed by Salesh Kumar. For the Suva side, Sahil runs up and places it. Far side, Shoaib Khan, and it comes kindly for Kaltak at Bukalindi. Kaltak again, then drives, and Brian Kaltak has slammed it into the net as put the New Zealand side up by 2-1. So they turn, still Renal and Joseph Turangani Bedi, and again Josiah Bukalindi following through.
The last pool match between Lambasa and NZFFI in the Pacific Cup ended in a controversy yesterday. The drama resulted in New Zealand-based referee Avneet Maharaj being escorted off the field under heavy security. Vashnil Prasad reports.
This was the scene after the Lambasa vs NZFFI game. Rarely seen in the local football arena, the referees had to be escorted by security away from angry fans.
I thought he controlled well until the time he called for the third penalty. I didn't see, but from what people have been saying, that the Lambasa player had the control of the ball. So it's on the tape and we'll review. But referee Rakesh Verman said he'll go and talk to the fourth official.
The drama erupted following a controversial call by Maharaj.
So far, that referee has come from Auckland football, seconded. He's one of the best in Auckland. Prior to that, he has one of the highest mark in the referee's assessors.
Controversy surrounded the match from the beginning, with many questioning organizers' decision to let the New Zealand-based referee control a game that had a New Zealand-based team.
Yes, if I gave a Fiji referee there, then they would complain that a Fiji referee is doing. So from my point of view, as I'm concerned, all referees are neutral and I trust my referees.
With the decision pending, overseas-based referees were sidelined in the final day of the Pacific Cup.
Point of view, there were 3 penalties ordered, and this one, the last one, because I was about, we say, it's about 50 meters away. We'll look at the footage and then I will tell.
For many, today is a sad day for Fiji soccer, with scenes like this tarnishing its image. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
The New Zealand rugby side took its revenge over Ireland with a 21-9 victory today. Well, it was generally fine across the country this morning, but became cloudy towards the afternoon. Taking a look at the temperatures, and Lambasa maintains its lead on the temperature tonight with 33 degrees. Savu Savu was the coolest today with 29 degrees. For tomorrow, you can expect sunshine in the morning and cloud and rain in the afternoon. The further outlook is for cloudy periods with some showers over the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands. Elsewhere, fine apart from afternoon or evening showers and thunderstorms are expected. Recapping the main stories. Churches break the silence against violence against women and children as part of the 16 days of activism against violence against women and children. Attacks against police officers will not be condoned, warns Police Commissioner. And family of brutally attacked Jean-Pierre Gerber, who was robbed and stabbed 2 weeks ago, plead for quicker action from police. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. Onto our poll question this week, we are asking, is social media becoming a problem for Fiji? To answer, visit our FBC website. Or you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email, citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj, or share it with us via our Facebook page. If you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us those news tips. That was News Tonight. I'm Amrita Priyadarshini. Good evening.
Nimbula binak, nyatang gole apani, luknitang, ando talitang na varong, ena radio Fiji 1, ando may biti na bonga ni Fijian.
Sado la bina, viado goelenani weningolo, uda tormena goroi sasa, na bingotang ke ngita umata, mantola biana radio Fiji 1, atau dovano biana news.
Ni sambula na elango apini sarat mai koro ena kasi, au do vagarong ena radio Fiji 1 bonga ni Fijian.
Na Radio Fijian nandu mai biti na bonga ni Fijian.